Hey, this is Rick Kasalj, injury specialist from exercisesforinjuries.com. In today's video, I wanted to go through 4 beginner hip pain exercises for knee pain. And I'll get Andrea to demonstrate the first one. And it ends up being the sitting knee to chest. So Andrea's sitting nice in the middle of the chair, nice and tall when it comes to head, shoulders, and hips. Curve in her back's normal, lightly tighten the abdominal area, and then what she's going to do is bring that knee up and really work on improving the range of the motion in the hip, and then it also ends up helping when it comes to the knee. Now if it's too sensitive for you to grab on that knee, you can grab underneath, good, and you're working on bringing that heel towards your seat and bringing that knee towards your chest in order to work on the range of motion in the hip, and also ends up helping with the knee. So it ends up being a great hip pain exercise that ends up helping with knee pain as well. When it comes to sets, reps, and time, 1 set, 5 repetitions, and going for the end position, holding the end position for a stop or 1 to 2 second hold, and the movement ends up being smooth and controlled. Second one ends up being single leg tubing press. So you're going to use some resistive tubing. You're going to wrap it around the middle part of your foot. You're going to straighten the leg. You got the tubing up against your body. Now you're going to bring the leg back, bending the knee and the hip, and then you're going to straighten out. So really working on strengthening the hip, but then we're also strengthening the knee. So this ends up being another example of a hip pain exercise that ends up helping with knee pain. So Andrea's got the tubing up against her body, so she's got good resistance in the tubing, straightening the leg out, working that knee, and working the hip. When it comes to sets, reps, and time, 1 set, 5 repetitions, going to a stop at the end position, so holding for a second or 2, and smooth, controlled movement. And I would recommend that you end up going through this on both sides. Now the third one ends up being knee wrap. So you're going to take the tubing, wrap it around your knees, but first bringing your feet and knees together, getting tightness in the tubing, and then you're going to end up separating the knees, and then you're going to fight that resistance from the tubing. Tubing wants to bring your knees together, but you're really having to work on the outer part hip here in order to prevent the knees from coming together. So we're working on strengthening a weak area in the hips, especially for those people that end up having hip pain, but strengthening up this area ends up helping when it relates to knee pain. Now with sets, reps, and time, 1 set, 5 repetitions, and you're holding for a stop, so 1 to 2 seconds at the end position, and once again, smooth, controlled movement. Now for the fourth one, what you're going to do is quarter squats with chair. So you're close to the chair, your feet are hip to shoulder width apart, and then you're going to go through a little squat. So there we go, good, and back up. So weights even on the feet, you're going to bend a little bit in the knees, you're going to bend in the hips to what you can, and then come back out. So with this one, we're really working on strengthening the glutes and the hamstrings. But by doing so, by doing this hip pain exercise, it ends up helping with the knee, because stronger glutes and hamstrings decreases the stress on the knee, and also we're strengthening the knee. So with this one, you don't need to go very deep, whatever you can, and you can see with the rest of Andrea's body, when it comes to the hips, shoulders, and head, there ends up being in good alignment, nice straight alignment. When it comes to sets, reps, and time, we're looking at 1 set, 5 repetitions, and holding that end position for a stop or 1 to 2 seconds, and the movement ends up being smooth and controlled. So there you go. That ends up being 4 beginner hip pain exercises for knee pain. Give those exercises a go in order to help relieve your knee pain. Now, if you're suffering from hip pain, what I recommend for you to do is click right here. I have a brand new free report called 5 Tricks That Fight Hip Pain and Tightness. Click right here, let me know where to send that free report, and I'll send you that free report right away. Now, if you're watching this video on a mobile device or a tablet or smartphone, head down below into the description, click the first link, which will end up being exercisesforinjuries.com/hips. let me know where to send that free report and I'll send you that free report right away. Now, if you got benefit from this video, make sure to like this video. If you have a question or comment for me, leave it down below in the comment section. And lastly, hit subscribe in order to get future pain relieving videos.